Welcome back to our journey through pivotal moments in Indian history. In our previous episode, we delve into the Indian Mutiny of 1857, the first war of Indian independence against British rule, exploring the role of Bahadur Shah Zafar, the last Mughal emperor, and the consequential strict reforms that led to the British crown assuming full control over India. Today, we're going to unravel the complex tapestry of events that followed the 1905 Partition of Bengal and its underlying causes. The introduction of the Rowlatt Act in 1919 by the British, which catalyzed the tragic Jallianwala Bagh incidents. We'll also examine the emergence of key figures like Nehru and his non-cooperation movement and the parallel Khilafat movement of the Ottoman Empire, and the entrance of Muhammad Ali Jinnah into the political landscape, his perspectives on these movements, and what ultimately led him to join the Muslim League. Join us as we unfold these critical chapters in history and understand the intricate dynamics that shape the Indian subcontinent. Let's dive in. In 1905, the British decided to partition Bengal, a large province in India. They said that this was because Bengal was too big to manage. But many Indians thought the real reason was to divide and rule. The British wanted to separate the Hindu and Muslim populations, to weaken the growing unity among Indians who were against the British rule. This made many angry. They started the Swadeshi Movement, boycotting British goods and promoting Indian products. Then in 1919, the British introduced the Rowlatt Act. This law let them arrest and jail people without a trial if they were suspected of being against the British rule. Indians saw this as a very unfair and protested it. One of these protests happened in Jallianwala Bagh, a public garden in Amritsar, Punjab. On April 13, 1919, thousands of people gathered there peacefully. They were protesting the Rowlatt Act and also celebrating a local festival. But a British officer, Reginald Edward Dyer, thought this gathering was a threat. He ordered his soldiers to fire into the crowd without any warning. This terrible event is known as the Jallianwala Bagh Massacre. Where official numbers say about 379 people died. But Indian sources often say the number was much higher, possibly even over thousands. After the massacre, they put Amritsar under martial law. This was a very tense and scary time for everyone there. When the Jallianwala Bagh Massacre happened, the situation in India was very tense. The British realized they needed someone who could calm things down, someone the Indian people respected and would listen to. Gandhi was the perfect person for this role. He was known for his belief in peace and in non-violence. So after the massacre, Gandhi's role became even more important. He started to lead the fight for India's freedom in a peaceful way. Muhammad Ali Jinnah, at that time, was a member of both the Indian National Congress and the All India Muslim League. Muhammad Ali Jinnah had already established himself as a prominent lawyer and a politician. He had returned to India in 1896 after studying law in England. By 1919, Muhammad Ali Jinnah was known for his moderate and constitutional approach to gaining independence. At this time, the Ottoman movement, also known as Khilafat movement, starts in India around 1919. This movement was a reaction to the defeat of the Ottoman Empire in World War I and the subsequent harsh terms imposed on the Ottomans by the Treaty of Sevres in 1920. The Ottomans, based in modern-day Turkey, were the leaders of the Islamic Caliphate, a religious and political authority of many Muslim world. The Khilafat movement in India was primarily a response from the Indian Muslim community to protect the Caliphate, which they saw was a symbol of Islamic unity and authority. Indian Muslims were concerned that the dismemberment of the Ottoman Empire and the removal of the Sultan as Caliph would be a severe blow to Islam. This movement gained significant traction in India and was led by prominent Indian Muslim leaders like the Ali brothers, Maulana Muhammad Ali, Maulana Shaukat Ali. And many Muslims also approached Gandhi Later Khilafat movement saw a unique alliance with the Indian National Congress and Mahatma Gandhi, who saw this as an opportunity to unite Hindus and Muslims in a broader struggle for Indian independence. Gandhi, the Congress supported the Khilafat cause, leading to a joint movement that combined the Khilafat campaign with the non-cooperation movement against the British rule. Muhammad Ali Jinnah's stance on this Khilafat movement and Gandhi's non-cooperation movement against the British rule was notably different from many other prominent Indian political leaders of that time, particularly those in the Indian National Congress like Mahatma Gandhi. Jinnah was skeptical and crucial of these movements for various reasons. Jinnah, a secularist by conviction, was concerned about the communal nature of the Khilafat movement. He believed that the movement's religious basis was not aligned with the secular and constitutional methods he preferred for political struggle. He was wary of mixing politics and religious issues, fearing it could lead to communal tensions in India. Muhammad Ali Jinnah was also not in favor of Gandhi's strategy of non-cooperation, which was closely linked with the Khilafat movement. He believed in constitutional methods and worked within the framework of the law to achieve political goals. The idea of boycotting legislative councils, courts, and educational institutions, as promoted by the non-cooperation movement, did not align with Jinnah's political philosophy. Jinnah's disagreement with the Khilafat movement and the non-cooperation movement marked the beginning of his growing estrangement from the Indian National Congress. This eventually led to his increased involvement in the All India Muslim League and his advocacy for rights and political representation of Muslims in India, which later evolved into demand for the separate Muslim state. In the next episode, we will discuss the events which caused Muhammad Ali Jinnah to leave Congress and join All India Muslim League, and how his view changed into creating a two-nation theory. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you and have a great day.